is a butt buddy. Butt buddy, Bad Bunny is a butt buddy. He's gay. Yeah, it's a hot one. The summer hasn't left Houston, Texas yet. Well, I mean, I guess Ted Bundy, he really didn't cover up his crimes. He just went around smashing the shit out of females' heads and leaving dorm rooms, all the girls dead. So I guess he didn't have to do all the work of picking up the bodies and dismembering the bodies. And, that takes a lot of work with the serial killers that have to do that. Because, bodies are heavy. That's why they dismember them. So it's my happy birthday to my grandmother. 86th birthday today. How do I know bodies are heavy? Well, I had to lift my grandma this week because she's crippled from 2 strokes. So I was like, dang, bodies are heavy, Yeah, I guess Ted Bundy was a smash and grab serial killer. A grab and go a smash and grab serial killer. But I'm sure that Jeffrey Dahmer and John Wayne Gacy had pretty big upper body strength to lift all those bodies, after they did their horrendous acts. Bodies are heavy, like water is heavy and bodies are heavy. Because, the human body has a certain percentage of water in it, so, water's heavy. Godly. I'm surprised people don't lift more water weights. You'd be fucking jacked. Bodybuilders just wait outside hospitals and just curl up the bodies. So I'm going to boycott the NFL Super Bowl. The Butt Buddy, Bad Bunny. I never even really heard of him. I mean, I heard of him, but it was like Bad Bunny. And I'd hear some shit, Bad Bunny. And then I was like, who the fuck is Bad Bunny? And then I was like, oh. It's that gay-looking guy. And then I was like, all right. The guy who puts on a pink dress. I was like, he speaks Spanish. Everybody's favorite language in America, obviously. I was surprised working with, what was her name? Imelda? She had been in the United States for 30 years at this HEB I worked at. And she still didn't know fucking English. I was like, you been here 30 fucking years and you still don't know fucking English? Are you fucking kidding me? What it is what they do is, the foreigners from Latin America, they go into some little enclave, you know, like their family, and they don't really learn English. They don't feel they have to. And then they go to work and they know like just passable English, like hi, hello, how are you? And they just learn that for 30 years. But they never really are interested in expanding their English knowledge. Now, not every immigrant can get away with that shit. You know, it depends on if they want to. If they want a crappy job that just brings in a little bit of money and they send it back to Honduras, then they don't really put any effort learning English or anything. But if they want a really, really, really good job, I guess they'd have to put in the effort to learn English. So, you know, if you're going to work at Burger King for 30 years, you can get by with some simple English. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of jobs where you don't have to talk very much. Yeah. You just make the sandwich or whatever. You don't have to know much about the English language or anything. So Bad Bunny said you had, if you didn't understand what I just said, well, you have 4 months to learn Spanish. I don't have 4 months to do shit, thought most Americans. Well, that were even watching that show. I doubt many were even watching whatever that was, Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon or whatever it was. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that was Saturday Night Live, yeah. I doubt many Americans were watching Saturday Night Died. But that show hasn't been funny for fucking... since Bad Bunny was born 31 years ago. Yeah, maybe even longer than that. Butt Buddy. Everybody's excited about seeing Butt Buddy in 4 months. Ooh. I wonder what kind of dress he's gonna wear. Will it be that pink one? The beige one he was wearing? Ooh, I know the people can't wait. He's like, I can't wait till the Super Bowl comes. To see the Butt Buddy halftime show. Woo! All in Spanish. They'll say, did you learn the Spanish? Too bad for you. English speaking Americans. Fucking gringos. In other musical related news, we had a segue there. A segue or Segway? Yeah, whatever you prefer. The English language is versatile. Versatile. After Neil Peart died, the amazing drummer of the outstanding classic rock, progressive rock band Rush from Canada. After Neil Peart died, a lot of Rush fans, a lot of progressive classic rock fans said, well, that's it. No more Rush. That's the end of them. They're, what, Geddy Lee? They're like 72. Alex Lifeson? Are they both in their early 70s or more? Yeah, everybody thought, well, that's it, gents. Time to retire to the farm. Time to look on your kids and grandkids and your mighty works in despair. Ozymandias, look on your works, ye mighty in despair, because it'll just all become dust in the wind, like Alabama. Wow. Engraven on that old wreck. However it goes. Here lies Ozymandias, King of Kings. Greatest king of them all. But it was not to be so. So I went to the 40th anniversary of Yes. It was supposed to be like the farewell tour or something. Yeah. They had this guy, Brad. I went with my two coworker friends. And, well, they weren't friends. I'm sorry, I went with my two coworkers. I wouldn't dare call them friends. One guy didn't have a car, so he was always my friend that needed a car. That friend that always needs a car. That's not a friend, though. Yeah, obviously that's not a real friend. Where's that friend who needs a car when you need a car? He's gonna be, oh, looks like you gotta walk, partner. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. So now I didn't make any special exceptions about driving people places. It's just if I was going the same place you were going somehow. So if you were like, hey, I'm going to the Rush concert, but I don't have a car. I'd say, well, I'm going to the Rush concert. All right, well, that's cool. We'll all go together and bring Billy, or let's have a party. You know, all right, that's cool. So, you know, it wasn't like I was, like he was calling me up, hey, dude, I'd really like to go to the movies tonight. Do you think you'd take me? It wasn't like that, sorry. I would have been like, fuck it off. I think one time he wanted to go to a smoke shop, and I was like, well, fuck. And then he gave me like $10 for gas money. I think that was the only time I broke the exception, because he gave me some gas money to go to the vape shop or whatnot. So I went with these two retards from work, and then there was this really like scary guy that worked at Kroger's named Brad, and he was like, when I was 35, he was like 50 plus, and he was looked like he had a crack on his head, like his mom dropped him on the. All these guys seemed like they were dropped on the concrete by their mothers, and but this guy Brad was really, really scary looking. He was the sacker and he was the janitor at the Kroger's, and he was just like, hey, and he was just kind of creepy. And then one time, I had to go to the restroom, but he was like, dude, I'm cleaning it. Can you give me a second? And I said, sure. And so I'm waiting for the restroom on a break or something at work, and he goes, yo, Scott. This is Brad. He says, would it be great if you could kill people and get away with it? I was like, yeah. Scott, I guess we're starting to bond. Don't you wish you could kill people and get away with it? And I was like, well, yeah, of course. Yeah. All right. I'll see you later. Remember not to hang out with that dude. That dude specifically. All right. I just agreed out of just sure. Oh, yeah. Like awkwardly. Don't you hate people? Don't you wish you could kill them all? I wish I could kill people and get away with it. I was like, what? I wish I could murder people by gunfire, but I might have to go to machetes. What the hell? So, but not only these two retards from my work are going to Rush, not only am I going to Rush, but Brad is also going to Rush. The retarded janitor sacker who seems psycho. And so I'm like, oh crap. Now Brad would always do this thing where he would talk bad about people who drink alcohol. And so he knew I imbibed from time to time. It wasn't legendary or anything. It wasn't like, 24/7 getting hammered. It wasn't Ben Affleck, Ozzy Osbourne hitting the shit, but it was, it could get out of control, but I kept my job and I had a nice car and I just kind of kept it to, maybe a 6-pack every now and then. So, yeah, as long as I wasn't missing work, then it wasn't really a problem, As long as you're not losing one fucking job, then you got it under control. But if you start losing jobs and crashing into the trees and ended up in jail, then yeah, you got a problem going on. So and then so Brad would, in his retarded whatever was wrong with him and his retarded psychopathy, he would say, "Hey Scott, I heard you've been drinking. Scott, are you drinking?" And he would always say that, like, and then the next day after we went to Rush, and I'm like, even after a few drinks, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be transporting this dude, that's for sure. Got to watch my back around this dude. This asshole would always be like, "So I heard you've been drinking. So drinking, huh? You been having a few drinks? Yeah, I heard you were at the Tool concert. I think someone said you had a few beers." Like he was the alcohol police or something. So after that, I stopped hanging around with Beavis and Butthead and Jeffrey Dahmer. So I was like, my psycho and retarded coworkers, I was like, okay, that's enough of that. I'll forgive the guy who had Asperger's, though, I don't know what the other guys had, but that guy had really severe Asperger's. Asperger. I would like 2 Aspergers with double cheese to go, please. Yeah, I didn't really like working with the guy with Asperger's, but he liked music a lot, so that was kind of cool. Always be talking about Ozzy and David Lee Roth and stuff, and I was down with that. He was always playing music. I even bought him a speaker for his birthday so he can project his music louder. And it was like a pocket speaker from Radio Shack you plug in to your phone. And it was pretty good. Pretty good, like, mini speaker. Probably people in the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, and maybe even 2000s would be amazed at some of the little mini, how loud some of those little speakers could get, how much sound they could project. Just, how small all the gadgets could get, and miniaturized power. Yeah. So one of my favorite nights in the deli, Sam, he doesn't like people. He has really bad Asperger's, and people with Asperger's, they get obsessed on a particular topic, so they can't stop talking. They can't stop the obsession of that. So, like, for one girl, it's gardening. For him, it's heavy metal music. For other people, it could be sculpting. Whatever their obsession is, they can't stop. So maybe somebody with Asperger's is obsessed with computer programming, or one night, some customers were coming by, and I was watching the front of the deli, looking to, get the orders of the customers. And Sam had his heavy metal black music turned up about as high as you can get it, and it was like 666 Satan, Satan, Satan. And I was like, yeah, that was entertaining, I would say. 666. He had some song on from Megadeth or something. It was like 666 Satan, Satan, Satan. I don't know what I don't know what artist he was playing though, but it was funny. Was it like 666, the number of the beast? Satan, Satan, Satan. Yeah. No, my favorite is like the boss of the entire Kroger's came to talk to Sam. Like, can you turn? She was like, can you turn down your music, please, Sam? And then he's like, oh, I gotta turn down my music. And then she's like, yeah, it's for the customers. Like, can you please turn down your music? And like, I like rock and roll and Ozzy Osbourne and stuff too. But can you please, for the customers, just turn that down? And he's like, oh. I made the retarded guy during Halloween, Daryl. I made him laugh, I said, for Halloween, I said, hey, I'm going to come as Freddy Kroger's instead of Freddy Krueger. And he goes, Freddy Kroger's. Oh, Scott, you're so funny, man. Yeah. That was an easy one because he was retarded. Oh, it was good. No, maybe it could make a quote-unquote normal person laugh. Freddy Kroger's. It'd probably be hard to sell food if I had a rubbery mask of dead flesh on. Yeah. Spike claws. Would you like to get your roast beef today, man? Can't get too hardcore character if you're behind the the meat cutting counter or something. The deli, or dealing with the food. So Rush is coming back. Is it past their 50th anniversary? Is that this year or next year? I don't remember exactly when I went to this 40th anniversary concert. I want to say it was probably 10 years ago. 9 or 10 years ago. So. I could look it up, but I don't give that much of a shit. Maybe I'll check it out later. So one of the most legendary artists, classic progressive rockers of all time, is reforming with a female drummer. So Rush is not retiring. Are they going to make a new album? I don't know if they're going to do a new album too, and another tour, or if this is just end of the road tour, farewell tour, 50th anniversary, something like that. So who knows? Money talks and bullshit walks. So if the money talks, then the bullshit will be walking, and there'll be more. If it's a kind of a lackluster tour, if fans are disappointed, like, man, these guys are getting old, man. Geddy's voice is getting really scratchy. I don't think they can cut the mustard anymore. Then, it's time to hang it up for good, I guess. So, who knows? Technically, Alex Lifeson and Geddy Lee, they could live another 10 years or something. Make a few albums, do a few tours. If health holds up, if the mortal coil stays intact for that amount of time. Well, I didn't expect Rush to come back, but they didn't come rushing back. Getting down on the high E string. Sometimes you got to get down on that high E. I don't advocate ecstasy, by the way. The quit smoking commercials were pretty graphic with the lady with the hole in her neck and all that. Don't smoke, you'll be fucked. Yeah. Imagine seeing your baby on a ventilator. Don't smoke. And all those really, scary commercials. Emotional commercials showing the people who smoke cigarettes. Who smoke tobacco. Those fentanyl commercials are a lot stronger, right? Yeah. They're like, I did fentanyl, now I'm dead. I like the fentanyl ones. Those are great, right? Well, I had a great future ahead of me. I was top of the state at football. I had a scholarship. I had a nice girl. I had a cool job. I had a nice motorcycle. But then one night at a party, I took a pill. Now I'm dead. It was called fentanyl. I like the old drug commercials about the guy doing cocaine, where he's like running around the room, and he's like, I gotta make more money so I can get high. And he's like, or And then they show the guy he's like doing more and more drugs. I gotta get more and more cocaine. He's like, ah! And then finally, it's like, and his body disappears. And he goes, it's like partnership for a drug-free America. It's like, no, it's not like, is it? I gotta work harder so I can get more cocaine. I got more cocaine, so I have to work harder. It's like this, like circular cycle thing. I forgot exactly how the commercial goes, but it was memorable. But like Bill Hicks, the worst don't do drugs commercial is like, they fry the egg. This is your brain on drugs. And then Bill Hicks was like, drugs doesn't have anything to do with the fucking egg. He's like, I eat that egg. I just took some drugs. I'm fucking starving. Give me that egg. Yeah, I noticed a lot of the online philosophers, they're not just using like textbook academic philosophers and thinkers. They're just like, a lot of them are just cribbing from Bill Hicks and George Carlin skits and stuff. Which is fine, but... Hey, if you're gonna steal from the best. That's what Led Zeppelin used to say. Hurry up, I'm fucking starving. Yeah, just what Bill Hicks could do with the microphone and the effects he can make, those are fantastic. No computers, no advanced AI, no CGI, no nothing. Just a man with the microphone. It was amazing what that guy could do. Just with that alone. Rush is not over. Rush has only begun. The rush is on. Yes, I would like a black Russian. That guy's like, surely not. Don't call me Shirley. The great Leslie Nielsen. Yeah, he was... That Leslie Nielsen guy, he was just a level beyond in his comedic, in his acting craft was beyond. It was beyond talented what Leslie Nielsen did for cinema. A legend, for sure. Let's go take the Shih Tzus to poop. nice note. I had to remember that one. God bless and best of success.